We're here at the girls 2A region championship in Region 4. This is the 1600 meter finals. In lane 1, we got Montgomery from Pinecrest and Jared from Pinecrest as well. Then we got Courier from Rockledge and Martinez in lane 2. Beach and Ironton Brown from Suncoast in 3. Varela and Zeller in 4. Archer and Masick in 5. Allmark and Macon in 6. Pinnell and Verland in 7. And Benzane and Faulhaber in 8. Yeah, right now, this is a heavy stacked girls 1600. The state leader right now is actually in this classification at the state meet. Caitlin Collier from Bowles in Jacksonville, 451. But you know, this race is no slouch as well. You know, we also got the number 3 best smile time of the year in Lauren Archer with the 5 flat, and also got a couple of under 505s.
And a couple of girls stepping off the track. Yared is off along with Sky Zeller, the University of North Florida signee.
Looks like she's going to probably save it for the 800, and then Zion's probably going to try to go for the 2 mile.
Well, Zion coming back off her injury. It's good to see her back on the track. Ran a really solid leg on the 4x8 earlier on for Pinecrest when they set a new school record.
Correct. Coach Bauer was actually explaining that, saying how happy he is and proud of the girls coming back strong together. Coming through the quarter right now, we're about 75, 76. Let's see what happens here. Actually, we're at 70 now. Sorry about that. Montgomery looks like she's taking an early lead, setting the pace like she normally does. Archer settling behind there in the pack. But like I said, you know, you got a freshman, you got an 8th grader in there, and Nicole Masick, and also Natalie Varela that have ran 504 against each other at Dade Christian about a month ago, more or less.
Well, a couple of these girls running the 4x8 earlier on. Julia Montgomery up front. Lauren Archer ran a real good leg as well for Ransom. And a couple of these girls. So, you know, that race went off early this morning, right around 10 o'clock. And here we are just a little over 3 o'clock. So they've had 5 hours of rest thereabouts to get ready for this 1600. The new state meet format really plays into the regional and the district competitions, because now it's a totally new deal. You know, we're kind of figuring it out as we go with the rest for a lot of these races.
Yes, no, right now, like I said, you know, the rest is going to help out tremendously. Look at Lauren Archer from Ransom Everglades. You know, she's an 800 meter specialist, and now having the event in 2 separate days is going to really help her. You know, now she's really thinking of maybe she could get gold in both. In prior years, she'd probably run off in the 1600 by now.
Well, one of the runners that we saw have a breakout cross-country season, the freshman Masick out of Key West, mixing it up with the seniors right now as they go through in 2:33.
You also got a little 8th grader right there, number Varela, in 4th place right now, hanging in there in the middle of the pack. Let's see what happens heading in through the 800. They went by around 2:35.
Making her bid.
Nicole Masick all the way from Key West.
Said, hey, if I got to come this far to run a regional, I may well try and, you know, go from way out here.
And goes Varela responding. Natalie Little from Gulliver. Lauren's in 3rd right now. Oh, we got a hit.
Well, it looks like both Pinecrest girls? I know Julie Montgomery was in there as well.
Correct. They hit their feet. I think it was both Tri-Crest girls hit each other.
So Masick to the front, followed by Varela. And just off that, first 2 runners.
Lauren Archer looking, the patient senior, like we say. You know, the most deadly thing in this world is someone with experience, and by far she has the most experience in this race, as well as Julia Montgomery, who was a state champion in this event in prior years.
Well, only the top 4 are going to go through to the state meet, so it's down to a little more than a lap to go. With Matisic, I like Varela right here.
Yep, Varela always has a nice little kick at the end. She was in the hospital 2 days ago with stomach poisoning. So for her to come out here and run like this, you know, shows a lot of heart and a lot of determination. Literally throwing up the whole couple of days.
Well, Julie Montgomery right now back in 5th, and she's got Suncoast runner right in front of her. She will have to do some work over the next 300 meters to try and grab that 4th and final spot for Pinecrest.
Okay, right now it looks like Varela's still holding on, but Lauren Archer's making a move in the backstretch.
Into the state meet.
Julia could probably sneak into that 4th spot. Everybody knows how deadly her kick is at the end. 200 meters to go. You got Varela, Archer, Masick. Those are the top 3 so far.
Well, Annie Allmark right now back in that 4th spot for Suncoast. Can she hold off Julie Montgomery and Varela with only 100 meters to go now, looking for her first regional championship in the girls 1600.
It's one of the strongest girls I know. Like I said, she was in the hospital a couple of days ago, and then look at that finish right now, coming in strong.
Well, it's going to be a fairly decent time considering the heat.
It'll be a new personal best for her. 5:04 was her previous best, now 5:03 to win the regional meet. Larcher in second, 5:07. Nicole Masick, 5:08. Got 5:10 as the last qualifier.
So Julie Montgomery
Annie Allmark actually beat her out for the fourth spot, Julia Montgomery. In some regions, this will actually qualify with the 5:25, 5:26.
Well, what made the race for me was Masick pushing the pace
On that third lap.
from that far out. And, you know, maybe that's what she needed to do. She didn't want any kickers sitting around. And she's going on to state in the 1600. So hats off to the youngsters, both Varela and Masick,
Yeah, an 8th grader and a 9th grader there.
going 1-2 in the regional championship.